and yay, we're
Welcome, everybody.
live!
Welcome.
Oh my gosh, Merrill Chandler, he's our expert for funding. I'm your Jennifer J. Hammond real estate expert, and so much fun. We are in July now, July of 2023, and this
Can
is
you
why.
believe?
Oh my gosh.
First of all, June, May took a minute to get through. April took a minute. June, gone. I have no idea what happened to June. So I'm trying to do whatever it takes to focus every day carefully so July does not evaporate on me. So.
Exactly. And it's been changing a lot. I mean, it's interesting. One thing I've seen in the local area right now I'm down in the Florida area, and we've seen a lot of price reduction. We're starting to see foreclosures pop out on the market. But the other really interesting indicator that's been talked about in a lot of the newspapers is that now we're actually seeing rents go down, which is very interesting because that wasn't, a lot of times when, interest rates go up and when there just seems to be this tightness on funding, it's been a very interesting time to see actual rentals going down.
Right.
And price reductions.
The pressure, everybody's hunkering down. They don't want to move, and so the demand for leveling up, upgrading their homes, upgrading their apartments, expanding. People have a new child, they're going to put them in the closet instead of get them a bedroom, right? So there's not as much. No joke. When I was starting out many decades ago, we were building our first house. And we bought a condo, a duplex, and rehabbed the other side, right? And then we moved over there and rehabbed the one side. So it was my first fix and flip, which was a miserable experience for me because I'm not that guy. And so I acknowledge all you real estate investors out there. Let me get the money for you. Let me make you fundable. I'm not going to help you. You go to Jennifer on all that coaching. So anyway, I'm there, and it was taking a little bit longer to get through that process, through the build, right? And we had a little baby, and so the cradle was in our closet. The cradle was in the closet in the master bedroom because it was a 2-bedroom, and my office was the other bedroom. So how we start out, right? We all have our origin stories. Sharon, my daughter.
Yeah, I was going to say, weirdly enough, I remember in Key West, my mom, obviously we came from a very poor background. And I remember she decided, we can live in a 1-bedroom house, 3 kids. And the same thing, we actually turned a closet into a bedroom. And it was, it was a tiny little thing. But again, it's funny because now you have tiny homes and people live in tiny, tiny spaces. But I think one of the things that I think makes you successful as an entrepreneur, Merrill, is that you're willing to just do whatever it takes.
Do what it takes.
It's not fun. And like you said, and when something unexpected, you said it was unexpected. It started taking much longer than you expected it to take. And that's almost, to me, the theme with all real estate is that nothing is going to stay the same. And guess what? Something unexpected, you can guarantee something unexpected is going to happen.
It's like in a horror movie, the pop-ups, which terrify me, right? Everything is just, something's going to pop up, some brand new thing. So what is it? It is shift. My partner, Brad, always tells me adapt and conquer, right? Adapt and conquer. So that's what we're about. And it's easier to do that when you have money than when you don't have money, when you have resources, when you have lines of credit. By the way, I just got for my own QFE, my qualified fundable entity. I just picked up another business credit card. Here's free for everybody. I'm a Southwest fan because I travel and I do conferences and I carry big booths, and they transport all my big booths super cheap. Everybody else, it costs $400 each way. It's $75 with Southwest, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, so I have a Southwest Credit Sense card. I just got my QFE. They all go to the same account. I accumulate miles to the same rapid rewards. And so now I didn't know that was possible. I thought it would be a different one. Now I have two businesses contributing the same Rapid Rewards. I already fly everywhere for free because I put all my expenses. Now my expenses for Get Fundable and all of my consulting firm business both are all contributing. I'm going to fly free, more free. Free. I already fly everywhere free. So I'm just saying, go Southwest. I love using my miles to transport my friends and family everywhere we want to go.
Well, and that's what I was going to say is I'm the same. I have so many Southwest miles because I have the business credit card, and I love it through them. And it's funny because I'm actually October, this fall, I was really excited because my dad hasn't gone anywhere. Now we're on this whole tangent, but I think it's really important for people to know this because one of the gifts that I love to give to my dad is like for him to be able to go see his buddies and go play golf in Vegas. And so guess what? He's now my free companion.
I love that. I have a companion pass. The companion pass, by the way, you hit certain miles, you guys, and if you have a credit card, now this is not an ad for Southwest. This is an ad for higher quality of life, which happens to come in my life through Southwest. So it's not an ad. There's no sponsorship here. I'm telling you that when I want to go somewhere, it is the simplest thing to give your points. You don't have to, you just book the flights. It sends it to their email. They're on their way. And I have a companion and you can change 3 times a year. So
I didn't even change them.
I'm kind of a dating maven. So I get to change whoever I happen to be seeing becomes my new companion pass. And and they fly to 6 different islands in the Caribbean for free, people. I'm telling you, this is not an ad. This is quality of life.
Don't they even fly to Cuba, don't they?
Maybe. I didn't even.
I think so.
Cuba, also Cancun and Cabo, which are the West Coast version. See, that they're as close to me as Florida is, right? So if I want to go play in the, I'm just telling you, now I get an extra card for all of my consulting business stuff to now contribute to the same. Yeah, I'm going to rack up freaking
Merrill,
miles.
Now we've gone down this rabbit hole. I need to do the balance because I need you to tell the teddy bear story of how you tell. Yes. I think it's really important now that we've gone the rabbit hole with Southwest talking about.
So since we spend so much time in the airports anyway, let's talk about the teddy bear. All right. So you guys, if you've been watching this for a while now, you'll remember there are different grades of credit cards, right? And one of the grades of credit card, there are tier 1s, which are the big national banks, the top 4. And that's Wells, Citi, B of A, and Chase. And Chase happens to sponsor the Southwest card. So I'm just saying it full loop. Anyway, so there are tier 2 cards. And tier 2 cards, there are 2 outfits out there that I don't recommend because you can't leverage them into business credit. The American Express and Capital One Spark card. They say it's business, but it's actually reports on your personal, so that's no bueno. And Discover it business or reports to personal as well. So they're downgraded to tier 2 because it gets messy. They report to your personal and they're supposed to be business, but they report to personal, or you can't leverage the Discover personal cards into business lines of credit or other business loans like you can the tier 1 banks. So that's why they're downgraded, right? Well, American Express is notorious for advertising. They have great benefits. And if you're not an entrepreneur and you don't care about leveraging your banking relationships for more credit opportunities, American Express is delightful. But if you are, then this is the cautionary tale. So they had this, so there was this kiosk in the airport. You've seen them. They have kiosks and they're just saying, hey, fill out an app. And in this case, they're saying, and get a free teddy bear. Now, they're trying to go after the moms and the dads and the grandpas and the grandmas. Get a teddy bear just for filling out an app. Well, here's the problem with that. If you're approved, you get a tier 2 card. If you are approved, you reduce your average age with a 0-month card. So if you have, let's say you have one credit card that's 100 months old and you add a 0-month card, you're now at you lost 50% of the value of your revolving account portfolio, right? If you have more cards, it's less of a hit, but this analogy or this is instructive. So the teddy bear, emotional draw, and they're trying to get you, and they're willing to give you 50,000 points in order to get a card, because they know once they have you, their internal nurture systems, their marketing systems are brilliant. So I went up to this one person who was offering the teddy bears. They're a simple operator. They're probably not even a Chase employee. They were just being paid as a promo person. And I walk up to them, and my person and my teammate is videoing me, and I'm like, you're ruining people's credit, right? Now that's a little harsh because it's technically not true, but your value of your credit card portfolio is going to go down. The type of card is going to go down, or the type of card you're getting is not as powerful if you're into business funding. And so it was, and I'm literally trying to get them to. I didn't want to make them cry. No, I'm not that evil, but I am trying to point out that you are literally seducing people with teddy bears. And okay, they were cute teddy bears. I'm going to admit they picked the right teddy bear, right? There wasn't a little one. It was like this big. It was a big ass teddy bear, and it was cute, right? The black button eyes. Anyway, the draw was there. The seduction was there. But I tried to get them, and they're like, that's how I learned that they weren't a employee, that they were just a promo person who was supposed to follow a script. And I'm like, you're just supporting the man. You're just supporting the great deception in American business credit, right? And so anyway, so it was cute. It was funny, but that is the teddy bear story.
I love that. And I'm so glad we just went on a tangent today, because sometimes we just need to. But I think it's just so perfect. So you need to understand your business credit. And let's give them the course, so that if you want to learn more about the course.
To be able to do that, you guys, you go to getfundablejennifer.com. You're going to learn about the tiers. You're going to find out literally which cards are awesome and can be leveraged for more business credit. You're going to find out which cards to stay away from, because they're what we call business credit imposters. They say they're business credit, but they don't. They report to your balance. Your balances to your personal credit every time you use them, like you're being a good businessman or woman, and it moves the needle on your score, your utilization, and it harms your overall profile. So all of that is in this master course called the Business Funding Master Course, and you can get it at getfundablejennifer.com. You guys.
Thanks. Yay!
And who doesn't need another $20,000 in business credit? I mean, especially since I'm going to, more tickets. You get a trip to Cabo. You get a trip to Cabo. You get a trip to Cabo. That's what I say to my family. And you get a trip to Cabo. So.
Which is exactly, that's like my dad. I'm like, hey, you want to go to Vegas? And he's like, yeah. And he's got all his friends to go play golf with. And it's so cute, because I'm going out in the beginning of the month for one conference, and then I have to go back 3 weeks later. And he's like, oh, I'll just stay the whole month.
Right?
And then come back with me at the end of the month. But
hell yes.
The blessing of Southwest and their wonderful.
I love their gem. And if you travel enough, you get A-list, so you get your pick of seats. Some people call it a cattle car. It really is. For me, it's never been that, because A-list and you get all your points from using your card. So I'm one of the first 15 people on the boat every single time. So me and my companion, who flies for $6.11 anywhere in the country. $6.11 anywhere in the country, you guys. Man, this is not an ad for Southwest, but this is an ad for the quality of life that certain well-designed airlines have created for me personally.
And while you're building business credit. I think that's
while I'm building business credit. So. You know what? My credit line is up to, on the Get Fundable line is 77,500. They are aggressive with your business. If charge it up, man, everything goes on that thing. All the auto drafts, everything goes on it. I get about a free flight every 3 weeks in the accumulation of points.
That's beautiful. And this is
Do it.
not an ad for Southwest, although we haven't stopped.
Yeah, you can go to getfundablecreditcards.com and apply there. No, getfundablecreditcards.com.
Oh my
No,
God.
anyway, you guys get it. I'm at my place, anywhere else. I love it. I love it so much that as soon as I found out that they all go to the same Southwest account, the Rapid Rewards account,
Yep.
all freaking in, all in.
All in.
Okay.
All in. Okay,
This has
Merrill.
been this was a delightful one. This was a lot of fun. I hope you're killing it out there. I hope you had a great 4th. I gave everybody off. We had a 4-day weekend for my team. We just said, screw it, Monday, everybody just do your thing. You're going to be worthless anyway. I'll be worthless. So I just projected onto them.
Yeah, exactly. All right. Well, we'll be up in 2 weeks. We won't be here next week. We'll be in 2 weeks. So we'll see you
guys. Be well. Godspeed.
Yay.